Hello everyone and welcome to another one of my videos. In today's video I'm going to have a look at the DJI Action 1. I'm going to compare it to the Action 3 and the Action 4. The footage you're watching just now was recorded in March of 2022 and this is me heading up to the Isle of Skye. I was with my son and was on the Honda VFR 1200X. The weather was very similar and so it's nice to compare how the cameras have progressed. I was chatting to Tutor on a bike, that's Ron, and he thought it'd be a good idea for me to compare the video. So let's have a look at it. The footage from the DJI Action 3 and Action 4 was recorded at the same time. It was on the same ride. I was on the Honda NC750X and I was still on the same road heading up to the Isle of Skye. This time it was a solo visit. The visit this year was in March of 2025, so similar time slots. And it's in 2.7K 25 frames per second. I've managed to sync up the videos as best I can. Obviously the different camera positions doesn't help, but you can see it's close enough. The 3 and 4 was really quite easy because it was recorded on the same day at the same time, although once again it's a different position. Let's begin the comparison then. So on the left hand side you can see the Action 1 in its 1080p 24 frames, and you can see on the right hand side is the Action 3 at 2.7 25 frames per second. Looking at this you can see that there's far more detail in the Action 3, but of course the Action 1 was only recording 1080p, so that could actually go towards the big difference that you're getting to see just now. I actually like the Action 1 for its relatively flat and not overexposed HDR look of the 3 and the 4, although they do look good. I think the Action 1 stands up pretty well, and if it was in 2.7K there may be even less difference, but I do kind of like that look of the Action 1. It looks more natural to my eyes, but that just might be me. What do you think? Let's have a look at the Action 1 compared to the Action 4. Obviously a big difference in the versions of them. But once again, it's in 1080p for the Action 1 and it's 2.7K 25 frames per second for the Action 4. You can see the different details, the shadows and all the rest of it, but I still like the Action 1, although I'm very happy with the Action 4. As I look at the comparisons between the two, the 3 and the 4 and the 1, I would still say the 1's a very useful camera, and if you can come by it at a good price, well worth having. Of course the stability and all that has improved on the newer cameras. And finally, in comparison of all the cameras, let's have a look at the 3 and the 4. And there we go, you can see them there. On the left hand side is the 3 and on the right hand side is the 4. To my mind and to my eyes, they look near identical, to be honest with you. There's good lighting and that brings the best out in these action cameras. Stability looks good. The quality, the shadows, all that, they do indeed look pretty decent. But of course it's down to personal taste and it's what you think. Share your views down in the comments below. This is a beautiful road, by the way. Absolutely loved riding up to the Isle of Skye. Some fantastic scenery, and if you get the chance, do it out of season, because if you do it within season you're going to get lots of motorhomes, caravans, etc., and lots of traffic on the road. But March, April time, well before Easter that's for sure, it should be fine. And here we are back to the Action 1 again, still on the road up to the Isle of Skye, although this footage is a bit earlier in the ride. So remember it's 1080p at 24 frames per second. For me, the Action 1 is still a very viable camera to record trips like this on the motorbike and the like. But of course it misses out is the radio mics and some of the better stability that you get on the newer models. But if you're on a budget, definitely consider one of these. If you want audio on the mic, of course you need a mic adapter, so you'd bear that in mind. I've got a lot of footage with the Action 1 and I'm pretty happy with it. It's worth noting that this video will be upscaled to 4K when it's updated to YouTube, so I don't know what effect all that would have on it, but you've got to remember that this was 1080p and the 3 and 4 was 2.7K at 25 frames per second. That was a couple of years ago, of course. Alright, I hope this was useful. Just a little interest on the DJI Action and see how they progressed over the years. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching everyone, until the next time. Bye.